You like those when I like mine's cold. It was like milk.
Equally.
Got to be super ice cold.
Put it in the refrigerator. Let's put it in. I clean them to make water.
Oh, there's so many in there. So much to go around. There's plenty of alcohol.
They don't come with water. They're no knife.
You're supposed to ice in mine. Or no ice in mine with ice.
Well, guess what, y'all?
Welcome back, babes.
We're back, babes.
We certainly are. We're here for the final episode of the season 1 of Babes and Cocktails. I'm Robin, your vibe technician and the voice of reason most days, but definitely your go-to guru for all your questions, because I got all the answers.
And you know who it is. I'm Shyne, your vibe curator, your go-to for all things bold and bougie to bougito, with a touch of clarity. Little touch. You gotta listen. And we're wrapping up this season of Babes and Cocktails with our favorite themes, cocktails and conversation. And our cocktails tonight are on something different, both of us.
What about the drinking?
That Pennsylvania Dutch eggnog. If you don't know, sorry for you. But if you know, you know.
Oh, it's so good.
It's a whole lot.
It's so good. I can't stop drinking it.
So you have to realize that it's on our first season, right? But as always, it's gonna be a little bit touchy, a little emotional.
It's gonna be all right though.
20 episodes.
2-0.
That's a good little feat. I think that's
We need 20 real quick.
whole episodes.
Whole episodes.
And made it to the end of a whole season.
And some of them longer than an hour. We couldn't help it.
We had to do it.
The conversation was just too good.
So.
But first, we want to say thank you to all of you, our amazing listeners. You've been with us through all the laughs, the hard truths, and those vulnerable moments. And we've had plenty. Y'all really are the third babe at this table. Yes. Tonight's episode is all about looking back and where we've been, what we've learned, and of course, celebrating this beautiful journey with y'all.
So, pour yourself a drink, mocktail or cocktail. We don't judge, we just vibe. And let's toast to the highs, the growth, and everything in between. So, we're going to toast to a successful season 1.
Yeah.
Successful season. I like the way that sounds.
Definitely was successful.
With it being our first time with this podcast, both of us being out of our comfort zones, just really big.
Opening up to a lot of personal
things that we don't share with nobody but like each other, but y'all get to come and see.
I love you. I love peak.
It was an adjustment for both of us, but we made it to 20 episodes. to a successful and prosperous second season and allowing the universe to bring us what we desire and what we deserve.
Cheers. Oh, and cheers to you too.
So guess what?
That was a good sip.
I'm sorry. So this season, we started off doing this podcast that we really didn't understand for real. We didn't know what to do at all. We took a chance on ordering equipment, kind of worked, kind of didn't, but we're still with the same equipment the whole season, so it kind of, I guess, worked out once we
definitely worked. We did 20 episodes with this equipment.
Once we figured it out, clean out, continue to figure
it out. It is.
It's a process.
Do, baby.
And, just picking topics and learning about things we will have to talk about because, we know things for life, but, you're going to have that fact check behind what we're talking about, which everything we talk about you can find on Google. So don't trip. And then we put it at the bottom so you have to see what the topic is and get your own little, I guess, lesson on what we talk about because it's all accessible.
And again, we try to pick out topics that not only we share with each other, but a lot of stuff that we talk about, we know y'all talk about too, because we're all women. It's just a lot of subjects that don't get talked about. Yeah, but
whereas we talk about
real women, but yes, the subject is for men and women. We want to share and try to encourage you to do better, because that's what we're doing. We're all lifing.
And every day we have to find ways to improve because growth comes with experience. And once you experience what you go through, it's up to you to learn your lesson the first time. Allow the universe to keep giving it to you in different forms until you learn it. So
I don't want to go through it again and again.
Just, give yourself the grace to understand that life is a journey, not a sprint. It's a marathon. It's stages, it's levels. It's just like playing a video game. Level 1, level 2, level 3, whatever. Doing this podcast is just like our journal in a way.
Yeah.
We're opening up our thoughts, our concerns, the things we're going through, and just putting it out here on this platform, knowing that it's relatable to, anyone that's going through life, because we talk about this life issue.
Yeah.
Relationships, budgeting, self-care, things that is an everything thing for a human being, because to function, you have to take care of yourself. You're going to go through things with your relationships, not just, your relationship with your partner, but your kids, your parents, co-workers.
Which is our relationship, so.
In general, because usually when people think of relationship, they're going to talk about actual relationship with
significant other. No, we're talking about
relationships.
Yeah, family relationships, sisterly love relationships,
brother, sister.
A lot of people that you're not kin to, but you've been around for so long,
right?
And your family. What it is.
At this point, you're literally family,
and it's still a relationship.
Because that requires work, it requires time, patience, understanding, everything that you would want to give in any, relationship in with your lover or your partner or whatever, So just getting to 20 episodes.
It was an accomplishment.
It was an accomplishment from two women that just decided, hey, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to step out and just
talk about it. Talk about it.
Authentically and real. And where you realize that it's more than a vibe, but it's our life. And we just put it in a way that it's, palatable, because of course we're not going to tell you everything, all in one sitting, but you get, to get to see us as women, as friends, as sisters, as parents, grandparents.
Because we're real humans, just like you guys. We're nobody famous. We are special, but not like famous special. No, definitely not special. But we do normal people shit every day. We go through shit. We have kids. We have jobs. We sit in that damn traffic. People that don't know how to drive. We're gonna have this thing about traffic. We're gonna talk about traffic for an hour.
We're gonna pass. So we're gonna move on with, wrapping up this season. Because we out there to get into it.
All right. So let's get into it. This season has been packed. I mean, from defining masculine and feminine roles in relationships to breaking down budgeting methods, we covered it all.
Oh. And let's navigating football season. Relationship. And babes, let's not forget the one situationship. Now that one was a very, very interesting.
The DMs too. And speaking of relationships, how about our talk on love languages and styles? That one hit deep. And roles and responsibilities of women and men, or masculine and feminine roles in a relationship.
Because it's not always the actual approach that people think it is, where men are in the masculine role and the woman is in the feminine. Some women like to be, the boss, like to go to work, like to, run their businesses, and their husband like to take care of the kids, and they like to
and cook. Yeah, a lot of men that like to think like to cook. Because you can make it work. That's what it is.
And it's okay.
No judgment.
Because my grandpa was the awesomest in baking. Okay.
My daddy could bake too.
That's what you have to realize. Like, it's not a role for a gender. It's just what a person likes. It's just what they enjoy doing. And what the other person enjoy doing, it just happens to work.
So we gotta be us in our 40s, weren't raised like that. We were raised that women stay at home, cook, clean, do the dishes, take care of the kids.
The man, be submissive.
The men what?
Not submissive.
We're in 2024. It don't go that way anymore.
But no, you have to be able to adjust, because life moves on and it evolves just like everything else. So you're definitely right. But what I love most was how we didn't just talk about romantic relationships. We went to there were the friendship breakups. Ooh, that silent struggle is real. Just because I don't think people really realize when you break up with a friend, like we said, it's a real relationship.
Right. Some people, no, not some people. We all get mad and say some shit. But for you to actually go through and end that friendship, it hits you later.
It's hard because you invested stuff in that person, your time, energy. You thought things, just like in a relationship with a lover, you thought things would be a certain way forever. Like, you're going to always be friends and you kiss this and that. And, but it's not always the case. And it's not okay at first, because it's just like breaking up with your boyfriend or your girlfriend and getting a divorce. It's an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, it is.
Because you think about the betrayal just like you do after a regular relationship with your lover or whatever. You think about what you could have did wrong, what the signs you missed to not know how this person really was. It's just a process.
And then what if you had that daily routine or that weekly routine or that daily phone call and y'all not friends no more? Like, I'm about to, can't call them no more.
That person. Exactly. So
It's emotional. So it really is. And we can talk about self care versus self maintenance. That episode had me rethinking my whole routine. Cutting people off as self care is iconic.
iconic and necessary.
Yeah. If they're just draining you and stressing you, it's not going to work for you.
And that has to be a part of your self care routine, because you have to realize, what are you allowing in your spirit? What are you allowing in your energy? What are you allowing to attach to you? Because misery loves company.
They do.
And if a person is negative all the time, eventually you're going to become negative, because you're like, shut the fuck up, I'm tired of this shit. Excuse my language. But now you're negative. It brings you down also, so you have to watch the company you keep.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it's just you realizing that your self-care, your self-maintenance, two different things.
Yep.
Are very necessary to function in this life. And also, it's amazing how much we learned about our own grief journeys.
We did.
Like after that episode, we realized grief. We realized a whole lot. We realized that, at the end of the day, you gotta do grief. You have to process your grief. You got the stages. Understanding that life is just more than a process. It's life with grief is more than a process. So it's just us realizing that, hey, grief is not something that we have to take lightly. It has to be something that we have to adjust. So, and so we're really going to talk about.
Yeah. So, what was your favorite episode?
So honestly, was the self maintenance, and no, I'll just say for this question, mine was we're being vulnerable and deepening connection with relationship or in friendship, just being vulnerable to a space where you allow the people you care about to come into your life and to actually so being vulnerable and allowing people in to a point to where it deepening the connection with the person, because you're allowing them that opportunity to invest into you at your lowest points when you're most vulnerable, because it's hard to be vulnerable with anybody, just anybody in general. Your mom, your dad, so let alone your friends, your significant other or whatever. That really, really was things. But another one was self care versus self maintenance. Of course, I did that one. But the role of vulnerability. And then, like with the self care and maintenance and cut people off, with me, self care is more than a routine, it's a ritual. And self care would have to be my routine. So, self maintenance would be my routine. So, self care is my ritual, and self maintenance. because I have to take care of it. It has to be like a religion, like you would want to go to church, right? And my self maintenance would be my routine because if I don't do that, like getting my nails done, keeping my hair done, maintaining my clothes and stuff like that, it's still a form of taking care of me. And I have to make it a routine and put that in my business because it's the things that are important to me.
Mm-hmm.
So now, what they I think what I really think about the episode with deeper information is you have to realize that opening up and being vulnerable is the only way. Those were transformational and relevant and big. What was your favorite episode?
I love that. For me, it was the one with self-love and a healthy relationship. Um, we're in a relationship and some, not all, but some of us do tend to want to cater to the other person in a relationship a lot. Not to try to be better than them, but to make the other person in a relationship comfortable and happy. But you have to remember to take care of yourself too, because if you put all your energy into the other side of that relationship, who's taking care of you? I mean, he or she is going to come back and do their part, but they're going to take care of themselves. So you definitely need to take care of yourself too. Remember that you still love yourself and you still have respect for yourself. Boundaries. Definitely make sure your boundaries. Make sure that you are taking care of your self needs because you're gonna have to do that for yourself because a lot of times opposite person in a relationship doesn't know or is not familiar or there's things. A lot of things are small things. Like they know you go get your nails done, but they don't know when. So if you're self caring for yourself, you're making those appointments to go get your nails done. You're making that a therapy appointment to go get that back massage or to go do the spa or to go do the exercise or whatever. So I really like that one. And then dating in different generations and how it evolved. We spoke a little bit on it, and it was about, the goals of what men and women were in relationships. Right, the sort of dating in different generations now is completely different because, again, we had to get out. We had to go out and go see people. We had to actually get out and talk to people face to face versus now, what do? Everybody's got a phone. Everybody's calling. Everybody's texting. Everybody's FaceTiming. Everybody's meeting up with people on social media. Then what? So it's definitely evolved a lot. But again, you have to take care of yourself. Um, it's wild how something is so simple and can shift your whole mindset and your life. But again, when we went with technology, it didn't just hit us, but now we have full blown everything. It was a process, it was steps.
It was definitely like we were part of the generation that was guinea pigs to all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And those topics are so relatable. And shout out to everyone who started their budgeting journey with us.
Fact. And let's not forget our money talk. Money talks, but it usually likes to say, bye bye. The realest sign of the sea. That was it, yeah. Did that.
Let's talk about faith. All right, before we click these glasses one last time for season 1, what do you want to leave the page?
I want, well, for me, I want to leave with this. Whatever season you're in, whether it's thriving or surviving, know that you're never alone. We're all in this together, babes. What do you want to leave the babes with for season 1?
Gratitude. That was we said before, but it is worth repeating. Thank you for letting us be a part of this. It's been an amazing first season, and for the positive that we have. Thank you for coming along with us on this journey. You know, it was new for us, like you said. We just realized one day that we were going to do something we wanted to do, and without y'all, it wouldn't be possible because you won't be without y'all. You can start, but we need you guys to finish.
Right.
So, what are you looking forward to in the next chapter of Babes and Cocktails?
I'm looking forward to, we will be having guests. We will be having merchandise.
I'm so excited.
We were supposed to start merchandise this season, but again, we're gonna have merch. We're gonna have lots of stuff. Oh, I might be testing out some new other than Jack. Damn. Not all the time. Don't get too.
Well, we started in season 1 because she's drinking an eggnog. You can look forward to
It
that.
does not have Jack in it.
No,
not Jack.
That's what I'm saying. You can look forward to it. Robin will be trying now. Let me tell you something about Robin and that Jack. Because I know it's been Jack. No thing else. So for the babe, once again, she's stepping out of her comfort zone.
So you need to too.
Which one would that be? Because I think
when I'm not about you, talking about the babe.
Babe, definitely. Definitely. So let's see.
What about you? What are you looking forward to in the next chapter of Babes and Cocktails in season 2?
Us actually making drinks. What you got? Whatever drink we drank, we're going to make it in front of y'all. I'm excited, like you said, for the guests.
Now we're going to introduce the circle.
Of course. You have to know who are the other babes. I'm definitely looking forward to, doing more engaging things. Going out more, turning up the vibe, showing the babes how it goes, taking y'all with us, different places and do different things.
Yep.
I think we're going to try and escape.
You never know.
I'm not good. I think that'd be cool to do different things like that and just go around.
Us trying to get away from the zombies that are trying to get us. I don't want to be in a zombie. I don't watch scary movies, but we're about to be in it. There's a Christmas haunted house that I just heard about tonight.
Don't worry, I'll put it in the camera. They'll be right next to me. But I think the next chapter is going to be more exciting. We're going to be a little more comfortable. We're going to be a little more interactive on social media forms, Instagram, right, Snapchat. We have all those pages up. Even YouTube, we're going to do more, stuff other than posting our, podcast. We're going to spice it up. So, season 2 is going to be very exciting. And not because more vibes next season. Let's go. So, like we said, you're the reason this podcast exists. At the end of the day, we want to bring our life to you guys so y'all can learn from us. So, granted, myself and Robin decided to do this as a way to get things off our chest and learn as we converse through our situations. But your love and support is what keeps us going and believing. And we thank y'all so much from the bottom of our heart and our little luscious soul. Just a little luscious. Let me see. Lush, lush. When the wall is luscious located. We love vibing with y'all. Of course, love. Always. That's what we've been doing for 20 years. Definitely. But, we have to come to a point where we realize that we've done together. We've done a lot together. No, we've done a lot. It has to be a big feat because we don't know what we're doing. We don't have to come out and go. We don't have demanding schedules. Is both of us have life. So just coming together and getting it done for 20 episodes. 20, 52, 0, the big 20. The whole time. And I think the topics we had were amazing. Yeah, I enjoyed them all. Our, rebuttal about it was hope was on point. I've heard good things about, you guys who listened and your input. That, y'all enjoy it. And that means a lot to us because we really enjoy doing it. We really enjoy preparing for it. Because don't forget, it's aspirations. Right. We don't just walk in and say, go. Then I put the camera and say, hello, how are you? No, we can't just sit here and try to hold up. So it's a lot of preparation that comes, and we just want you to know that it is more than appreciative to be able to come to Babes and Cocktails and let y'all be out there and to be luscious and talk about what we got going on in our life. I'm hoping that you relate. So I really think. And if you can't relate, you know somebody that can. So bring them on into the conversation. And guess what? Next season, we're going to be opening up like you can send your question. You can send us topic ideas. I'm not going to honestly say that we might do it. But we're considering it. We consider yours. We might do it. Because that's what we'll be doing.
Mercy to mercy. Little shout out in that episode that night for that topic.
Let them know what they did, what is they do.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, without you guys, there's gonna be something. Okay, wait. Think about it. Right? Save and cocktails. Sweet and sweet. Save and cocktails. Sweet and sweet. What could we be?
You can be.
We're still gonna be here.
Well, I do.
I think we're gonna be doing our own wine. And we're gonna just be like,
One time. Feeling good. I say, be loud. Never know. We might make it to that breakfast club that y'all listen to every morning. Y'all calling the way to work, because I know I do. Charlamagne and God. Yeah.
in case you didn't know, but that'll be dope as well. And you know, it took like 4 or 5 months to season 3 is definitely like this.
Definitely.
I think we can get, because we started kind of late this year. I think we can get 2 seasons in a year
Mm-hmm.
pretty easily.
Yep.
With break.
With break. Because I'm going on vacation.
Definitely. So
We got birthdays coming up. We got Mardi Gras coming up. We might have to
that'll be all right. So this for you guys.
take a little live because our circle will all be in one city at one time.
Or is it gonna be on day?
So some little shorts with all of us.
Let me tell you about these other babes that we have. Yeah, I know. We're not ready half the time. We're not ready half the time. So then I'm not gonna be ready. So let's get to the reminiscing.
Oh man, that's just a lot. I don't know why she wants it.
But all she want is Jack though.
All I want is eggnog.
All she want is Jack though. Gotta damn near beg her.
But it's eggnog. Nobody gets eggnog except for this season. So you gotta drink
And
it
I
now.
get Pennsylvania Dutch or the one with the green. I can't think of it right now. The green paper. But you know what I'm talking about if you know. So when is
We agreed already. Our favorite episode and moment of the season.
so we agreed on our favorite episode. But it definitely is our episode.
Situationship.
Listen, I don't
A
know
lot of truth came out of that.
if y'all realize how much I didn't know about situations. Because usually me, I'm a relationship person. If I get with somebody, we're gonna be in a relationship. You know, I've never.
So did you get any responses to that? Did anybody personally respond? Because I did.
Let me tell you why I didn't get no personal. Because understood. Understood don't need to be explained.
Oh, right there.
was understood. Don't need to be explained
again. I didn't get negative. I just got
was understood. Don't need to be explained.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't make niggas feel like, you're number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, unless you're number 1.
I don't either.
And everybody else gets treated. So if like, to me, it's not what it's not, and it is what it is. Yeah. I'm just joking, but no. I don't get anything.
My favorite moment, and I'm gonna answer first.
Okay.
My favorite moment was, I'm gonna rearrange the wording, surviving the grief, because it actually let out emotions that I did not serve in my grieving period.
It really helped us more than we really think. My favorite moment in the podcast was when we realized, I don't know, this vulnerability thing. I don't know what it is about 40 and vulnerability for me, but this must have been the year of vulnerability because I've been the most vulnerable I've ever been in my life, right? And when we did that episode, I didn't realize how vulnerable we were with each other, but then how vulnerable we were.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not vulnerable for real. So when I was being vulnerable, I don't want to sound like a bad friend, but it's happened. Because I didn't want to always do it. But now they get everything, babe. I'm just unloading. Sit down. Mm-hmm. Sit down and just pour your drink and listen. Or whatever. I don't care if they're not doing it. So I think that was my favorite moment, realizing like how vulnerable I wasn't and how being vulnerable helped me.
What have you learned that sticks out from an episode that made you move differently in your journey moving forward?
I'm gonna be honest. The imposter syndrome. Because at first I really suffered with imposter syndrome. But I realized doing this podcast is helping me with it. And it was like moving forward, even like starting back working again, like around like I realized that I don't have to feel guilty about this because of whatever complexes I have. No, I have to come as me. And I cannot worry about what other people think, feel, how it's gonna make me feel. I can always show it. And I'm okay with it. And I don't have to feel bad about being me. Whether, I don't know, just enjoy being me. And that made me realize that I can show up as me and not worry about me not, just me not accepting it. Because I don't feel my self-esteem as what it should be. And I was so, what you learn that take out from the episode?
Budgeting. Cause see what had happened was
It's funny making sense.
I'm trying to save a little more to get a little more. Trying to save a little more so I get a little more.
You know what? Even though I've always tried, but like seeing it in black and white, talking about it out loud. Because when you do your budget, you do it. Right. And you write it down. You're not talking to nobody else. You write it down. Talking. But talk about it out loud and realizing, hey, when I spend this money, it don't come back. So maybe I don't need to spend $300 in fashion over this month because they got that beautiful day. Because $300 deposit on groceries and I can start spending $500-$600 on fast food and just cook because they gave me about $400-$600. Saying it out loud, yeah. So, I think so. I think that we realize that this season has really, I don't know, it's elevated us. We're evolving. We're evolving. Wait, are we influencers? Are we influence less influencers? Influencers. I didn't think about that, though. I'm gonna be just like Megan Thee Stallion. I'm not gonna do it. Come on, imposter syndrome. I just talked about me learning my lesson. Okay, let's just say, just think about it. We had 20 things, 19 things we talked about that has really impacted our life.
So much.
So much easier.
So much easier.
Because, oh, I heard that. Actually, but you have to realize, I'm going to name the list of the actual. The first topic, which you learned about us, so it's still learning, was who is the babe of dating. Then we had roles and responsibilities of women and men, or masculine and feminine roles in a relationship.
And then we had my favorite, navigating football season in a relationship, especially if you're a Saints fan.
Football playing, because it's even worse. Because I actually like.
And then we have dating in different generations and how it has evolved and how it.
And then we had what is self-care versus self-maintenance, and is cutting people off a sign of self-care.
And then there was friendship breakup, the silent struggle, and then our favorite situationship.
Then we had after divorce, should you also divorce the family? Then we had the role of vulnerability in deepening connection in relationships.
After that was the grief journey. And then after that was recognizing when you need help.
Then we had gratitude and its effect on one's well-being mentally, physically, and emotionally. And we had breaking down budgeting. Listen to that.
After that was self-love, the foundation of healthy relationships. Then the next one was consistency in and its role on creative endeavors.
And then we had imposter syndrome for empowerment. And then the confidence spectrum understanding your personal.
And last but not least, we had money talks, but it usually like to say bye-bye. And now we're doing the wrap up of season 1. So what is great question about this season Me too. What are you grateful for? Ms. Igno.
Being grateful. I would definitely say you have to take into account being grateful. I've actually really floated, even with my drinking or my sobriety. Sobriety don't mean going cold turkey and quitting over. Being very healthy, more than that. I think a lot. So just coming over that for this past year and going down on it, I'm just grateful for my youth. I'm grateful for me, and I'm grateful for being in a position that I can realize what I need to work on. And I'm also grateful for this podcast. As we said already, it helps us just as much as it probably helps. And me getting to a point to where I realize that these topics are topics that we're picking because it's where we're adding life. We're not picking randomly or is it yes, it's a topic, but the topics that we list are things that, we're going through or want to work on or want to be better at or want to, so just realizing that we're really 18 the name of it, 18 things. About that. But 18 different things that we're going through or want to work on, we did it in 4 months.
Yeah, we did.
So I'm grateful for the journey. There's a podcast.
I am grateful for the learning that I did when it came down to this. I'm grateful for stepping out on faith and taking a leap into reality and coming out of my comfort zone. I could never tell you that growing up there. I'd say, oh yeah, me and you are going to do podcasts when we get older. Addressing those hard topics that we have to address. I'm grateful for that because it's given me a sense of peace
At the end of the day,
through those 8 episodes, those 18 topics
that we literally, like I said, it's not just things that we just pick. It was things that we really need to work on. Thank y'all so much for just vibing and taking this journey with us. It's been more than a thrill. It's been more than a ride. It's been more than a journey. It's been everything. And I'm just excited for the future and what we got coming up and what we are going to do as a team. All of us, not just me and Robin, but just in general, and expanding and becoming, something that's inspiring, but more than a vibe, like just more than what we can think of, but always so. Again, and thank y'all for tuning in with us from Babessss and Cocktails and riding with us through season 1, especially after our intermission for a mental health break. Those are important. Don't try to pursue nothing. If you need a break mentally, take it. You are important. with the self-care and the self-love.
Yep.
So we appreciate your time and we're grateful for you and your positive energy. We hope you enjoyed tonight's podcast. Our season finale.
Definitely did that.
Come chill with us again. You already know. Fridays and Saturdays. 7. Short will be starting on week. Wait, we'll let you know about it. And just like that, we have reached the end of season 1. Put your mom up. Put your mom up.
But don't worry. We'll be back soon with more cocktails, more conversation, and more love. Remember, subscribe, like, comment, and share. Cheers to growth, gratitude, and season 2.
Finish it right here. Till next time, baby. Miracles, blessings, and prosperity. Back on manifestation. Round of applause. Here you got. Deuces.